Guys, sorry, my voice. So today I was watching ETV randomly, and I was kind of watching the Kardashians, and I got inspired to create a look that Kim Kardashian was wearing. I think this is kind of something that she wears on a regular basis. It's more of a plummy, smoky eye. So I wanted to recreate this look for you, and if you're interested in seeing how I created this, then please keep watching. So I'm going to begin with taking my paint pot, and this is my MAC Painterly. I apply that all over my lid, all the way up to my brow, and I put some underneath my lash line also to help all of the shadow adhere really well. Then I'm going to go ahead and begin with my MAC Soft Brown, and I'm just taking that and putting that in my crease, and I'm just going to blend that just roughly because this is really just where I'm going to have everything meet together, so you don't need to be too specific with this. I like to bring it out a little bit, and I like to bring it all the way into my inner eyelid also. And then you can just use circular motion to blend, or you can use back and forth windshield wiper motion, or both. It's completely up to you how you like to do it. Then I take a flat shader brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pack on some MAC Brown Script onto my lid, and I'm taking that all the way up to my crease and just slightly into my crease too. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other eye, and I'll just blend those out into that color of the soft brown, and I like to take it up into a little bit of a wing also. Next, I'm going to apply it to my bottom lash line with a pencil brush. Just a small amount to begin with, because I will apply a little more after I've applied my black liner to really smudge them in together. And once again, I like to take them out into a little bit of a wing. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. That's just my preference. Next, I take my MAC Smolder pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and do my waterline, and then I tightline my top lash line as well. I really like to do this because I want this to be as black as possible, and I think that really intensifies the look. Then I take my Wet n Wild lash liner, and I go ahead and I line my top lashes, and I just do this pretty roughly because I will be placing some black shadow over the top of that to intensify that look and also to smudge out. So you don't need to be too particular with this. You can make your line a lot thicker than mine if you like to. Normally I would, but I'm having this for a day look, so I'm just going to keep things not too intense for the moment. So after I've done that, I will just place it along my lower line also, and just smudge that smolder out a little bit more too. Then I'm going in with any black shadow that you like. This is from the Urban Decay Naked palette, and you're just going to apply this all over where you've applied that liner. And you want to just really pack it on and then blend as much as you can. The key to this look is to get it nice and smoldery, and what you need to do is blend to achieve that look. So then I'm just going to go ahead and I do the exact same thing to the other eye, and I'm just going to fast forward this all because you don't need to see it in too much slow motion. Then I'll go ahead and take a little more brown script, and I'll put that along my lower lash line, and I'll smudge that all together with the pencil and the liner, and so that everything is going to be nice and smudged and smoldery. After that, take your favorite mascara. This is my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I like to apply it really generously. You can go ahead and add some false lashes if that's how you would like to intensify your look, but as I said, this is just for daytime for me, and I'm not a huge fan of wearing lashes. If it were at nighttime, I'd probably put a few singles in my corner lashes just to intensify that a little more. So I'm going to take my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this is in N125. I love this because it's very, very sheer coverage, but it is very buildable. So if you're like me and you like a nice little sheer coverage, then you can go ahead and apply that with a damp blending sponge. Otherwise, you can continue to go over it and build it as much as you like. It's really buildable, and that's why I like this so much. So as I said, I'm just using a damp beauty blender, and that's the best way I feel to get a flawless finish. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my Erase Paste by Benefit, and this is in number 1 Fair. I like to use this as a little bit of a highlighter, so I go all the way down to my nostril and I take it all the way into my inner eyelid and then all the way to my temples also, so that I can create that nice pulled back effect. I like to take a little bit of highlighter and put underneath my brow bone. You don't have to use highlighter, you can use any brow bone color as well if you like. Then I'm taking my Hourglass, and this is my ambient powder, and it's in dim light. I just use a really small dusting of that to set everything. And then I'm using my NYX blush, and it's in the color Taupe. I like to use this just to carve out my cheekbones a little. Then I use my Mally highlighter, and this is in Effortless Airbrush. I pop that on the highest points of my cheek and take it up to my temples, a little on my nose, a little on my cupid's bow, and a little bit under my brow bone also. After I've done that, then I'll put my blush on. I like to do it in this order because I feel like it's easier to blend everything in. You can't see where one begins, you can't see where one ends, and for me that's just the best step, is to do the definition first, the highlight, and then the blush in between. Next, I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in Caramel, and I'm just going to define my brows. I do have a brow video up, so I'm just going to fast forward this nice and quickly so you don't have to watch it. And then I use my Benefit Gimme Brow on top just so that I can fill in any sparseness and gel those babies down a little bit. Then I'll put on some lipstick, and I do believe that this is Myth by MAC. Just a nice light coverage, and then I go ahead over everything and I really dampen my sponge to create that dewy effect. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial, guys. It's pretty easy. There's not a lot of steps to it. There's not a lot of different colors. As you can see, as I was going ahead, I just used really 2 shades of shadow, and then I just used some black liner to smudge out. And that was pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed my tutorial today, and I will see you in my next video.